I don't like these players that's going out of their way to be like, well, expect this from a game. Games expect to make mistakes. So you're telling me if you go get a haircut for $20 to $30 and the barber messes up, bro, you should expect that, bro. Barbers make mistakes, but your hairline is all the way jacked up. Get out of here. Don't give me that logic. You feel me? Because that barber's not getting paid and I'm highly upset and I'm wearing a hat for the rest of the week. That's just how it goes. Yo, what's up, homies? How you guys doing? Hope you guys are having a good day. Look, dog, this is gonna be a pretty interesting video. I wanted to lay this out clearly about like Outriders, right? So look, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the video. All right, so look, here's the thing. If you guys enjoy the content, you know, the channel, the whole vibes, go ahead and drop a thumbs up on the video. Let me know if you guys agree. Let me know how you guys feel in the comment section. So look, man, I've taken a few weeks away from Outriders, basically with uploading videos, right? I ain't want to just like spam you guys out with videos to be like, oh, let me milk this or whatever. Because you guys know I just do YouTube for fun, except if I want to upload a video or not. So it makes me think a little bit more clearly on how I feel about the game. And as I'm playing it with my Discord and people in my Discord, I'm going through the game, and one thing I noticed, bro, is I want to set these points. Let's get some bullet points out the way. Do I like Outriders? Yes. Do I enjoy Outriders? Yes. So let me hit you guys with these points right quick. And one thing I want to point out is the game is weird. It's like while you like it, there's something weird about it, and I couldn't quite put my finger on it. You know what I mean? And I was just like, yo, what is this feeling? And I'm not gonna lie, the game. Look, people will say anything to defend, but I only like to talk to people who can see both points. Right? If you only see one way, I love it. It's amazing, and you can't talk about nothing else. This is not the conversation for you because I already said I love the game. I think the game is fun. All right. I think it brought every single thing that every other game has already brought and put it together in a really like fun way. Right? Because I didn't really give a full review on this game. I think it brings everything that every other game has already done and bring it together in a really fun way, right? But it's still not a clean, polished game. You feel me? If you've played a clean, polished game, this is not a clean, polished game. You feel me? The thing about this game is, I think it's fun. I think it's great. I think it released at such a pinnacle fun time at the point to where looter shooters are at an all-time low because most people are kind of burnt out or they just looking for that new looter shooter. So whenever it is somebody, when players are hungry, when people are hungry and they need something and they drop what it is you like to eat, aka a looter shooter, because you love to play looter shooters, MMO kind of, you're gonna gravitate to it and you're gonna sink countless hours into it because you are trying to scratch that itch. Or you should just go to the doctor. I'm not sure. You feel me? But that's what Outriders did. It landed at a perfect time. The game is bigger than what they expected. Okay? I think they did a really good job. The servers, I don't care what anybody tells me. I've been monitoring this for over a week and a half, right? When they came out with the update to say that the servers are fixed, it was not fully fixed. It was fixed for certain players, okay? Every day on Twitter, they're dealing with a burning fire of everything going on with just all of these reports, and they're tweeting it live every single day, trying to get the servers under control. So when you see players say that the servers are fixed, it's fixed for you. Think about other people. It's not a finished, polished game, right? The skill tree, the modding and going through is cool. A lot of people don't like the whole like bullet sponging part of enemies and everything to go through, but that's where the abilities come in to kind of like go in with it. A lot of games nowadays don't really focus on mechanics. You know what I'm saying? They don't really focus on mechanics and phases. It's either you bullet sponge the enemy or you give it invincibility periods. Okay, that we already know that's how it goes. Pick your flavor. That's what you're gonna get. Right now, the thing about Outriders is, man, I understand what it is. It's a product game. You get what you get, and I really do enjoy the game. The thing about it is once you play it, it doesn't give me that sense that I want to make another character to play it again. Does that make sense to you? Like I should be able to make a trickster and then want to go make a techno and then want to go make a avatar earthbender. You know what I mean? But once I played through once, I don't want to play through again. Do you guys get that vibe? And I couldn't quite put my finger on it, bro. Like, because I'm like, yo, the game's fun. What's the issue here? You know, the enemies are insane with the world tiers and going up and knocking out everything. And one of the issue for this game, and timestamp this for me, is just the nerfing was the wrong time that they did for this game, bro. The nerfing was the wrong time. They shouldn't have did that. Because the game isn't at its all-time best yet. You feel me? Like, I'm not gonna tell you guys to go out and pick up Outriders right now. Get it later. Get it later. Get it later. Get it later. But the thing about it is, you shouldn't nerf this early, this hard. You're trying to lock in your player base. You're trying to lock in the player base. And the nerfing just really kind of take away from the crazy, fun, overpowered aspect of how you are, but yet the enemies are just as overpowered. So you being overpowered and the enemies being overpowered makes sense, so it balances out. You see what I mean? The only way for balance, for true balance, is not to nerf. The main way for true balance is for everything to be busted. Let everything be busted. If everything busted, you're busted, but the enemy's also busted. Now everything's out of balance because life balances out. Good versus evil. You see what I mean? So when you look at the big nerf on how it pushed players away and what they did to just nuke so much, I look at it and I'm thinking, yo, are y'all thinking straight over there? Y'all are just coming off of a house of fire with cards barely holding up anything with how the servers and everything has been. And the servers still aren't flushed out. They did a way better job. But after monitoring everything on how it went through, it's still not fully flushed out because they're still trying to get players on. They're still trying to get the rewards and everything to go through. I feel like the team there just isn't fully capable because they didn't expect the game to be so big. The crossplay and everything, it was a disaster. We're just going to call it what it was. You know what I mean? And seeing the game the way it is right now and the way I was pushing through, I think it's fine, man. But I just think they should have just came out when they stopped the February 2nd release date, February 2nd or February 1st, and they switched it to April 1st. They should have just held it for a while longer, you know? And the one thing about Outriders is it's definitely fun, and they seem like very passionate people, but all people can seem passionate. The thing about it is as much as I enjoy the game, there's something about it that doesn't make me want to keep playing through it with a second character. Once I beat it once, I'm kind of like, I just want to stay at that end game phase with the character that I went there with. And I think it's all about just like the approach of the enemies on how you're going through, and you not want to play through that whole little aspect again. But it's definitely an interesting game. And like I said, it brought nothing new, but it put it together well. You see what I'm saying? It brought everything that every other game has already had, and it put it together like really well. Would I recommend this game for you to pick up? Absolutely. Would I tell you to pick it up right now? Absolutely not. Give it time till they flush out with some more stuff and do everything else. I know I didn't do a full-on review and everything on it, especially the enemies, the snipers, the auto aims on how they lock in on you, and everything's just crazy. The staggering that can go through from the enemies. It's an interesting mechanic on how they want you to perceive and play their own game. You know what I mean? So it's kind of fun, just because you can go through with your friends and, you know, pushing up the world tier and the enemy levels. It's definitely interesting, very baseline of an average game, but how they threw all the mechanics together suits it pretty well. I think the game could have been even bigger than how it was if they would have basically focused more so on the aspect of like getting everything ready day one. But that's what they presented. They said everything is going to be ready day one, you know? And timestamp this for me. I don't like these players that's going out of their way to be like, well, expect this from a game. Games expect to make mistakes. Not for $60, they don't. I'm for players. Stop being for corporations, bro. I'm for players, not for $60. For $60, you better cut my hair right. So you telling me if you go get a haircut for $20 to $30 and the barber messes up, bro, you should expect that, bro. Barbers make mistakes, but your hairline is all the way jacked up? Get out of here. Don't give me that logic. You feel me? Because that barber's not getting paid and I'm highly upset and I'm wearing a hat for the rest of the week. That's just how it goes. You feel me? I need to make that comparison more because that makes so much sense. But let me know what you guys think about all right. Dang, can I speak? Let me know what you guys think about Outriders, and what do you guys give it? Are you gonna pick it up later? Do you have it now? Did the servers get better for you, or did it not get better for you? I know it got better for some, but not all. All right. At the end of the day, I love you guys. Drop a thumbs up on the video if you enjoy it. I'm gonna catch you guys later.